Woman, good luck. You too.
It's been a while. I didn't get my costume in.
Yes, today we have these fine gentlemen, and they're going to be playing Underpants Ball. Little did you know, you got to put on those outfits and go.
Yeah, no one wants to see that.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another exciting Jeopardy game that isn't starting yet because we're waiting for one more contestant to show up. Adventurous Joe should be here any minute now, we hope. What's going on here, Duffman? Geek Strong's in the chat. Dino, what's up?
The second best intro. Second best.
Shots fired.
Well,
Dino, I hear Dino's plotting for revenge. I hear they're, the finals, the game of the finals might be contested here. We have some revenge plotting.
You can tell he tries a bit too hard. It's not really, like words aren't his thing, really, are they? Bless him. Yeah. Not really. I know he wants to try it, but
Making breakfast. I would be back. Hello, Rolando. Pete, how you doing, Pete? Afternoon. Chip.
How's it going?
Chip is here.
Chip Ganassi.
What an epic fail! Don't you even try? It hasn't started yet.
Ooh.
Brett on Fat. Hello, everyone. Having to work, but I'll be listening.
Hi, Brett. Good on you, Brett.
Super Gerard. So yeah, we're waiting for Adventurous Joe before we can start our Jeopardy game. So we thought we would just chat a little bit. We were hoping to start a little bit early, so not to cross over with Peaky and his. How long is he streaming? Like 20 hours or something?
18 hours, he said. But if he doesn't make the money by then, he'll go for even more. I mean, guy's crazy.
And he's going to be eating a bunch of hot peppers or something on the screen and letting us watch him burn. He's gonna burn.
Yeah, I hope he becomes the first person on YouTube to do a poo live. Involuntary poo. I'll be worth the money.
He's just gonna go, oh, and then run out of the screen.
Yeah. Hopefully we might hear like a squelch.
That moment where you're like, oh, after you've eaten something bad.
That happened on Hot Ones when the Bobby Lee episode, he sharted in the competition.
Yeah.
In the interview.
He's always pooing, that Bobby Lee, isn't he? He's always pooing.
Mr. B gave away some really good stuff on Dave's channel yesterday again. It's some good stuff. So, boys, what have you? Anything good going on lately? Anything cool happened to you lately, Shabby? Pick up anything good? Good videos coming up. What do you got?
Yeah, I've got a couple of videos coming up. We've got ZSR's
100th.
Yes, so,
yeah.
So everyone is in the chat and everyone is on the screen. Everyone is welcome to come on and say.
Are you gonna do a round robin thing where everybody comes on and says hi, right? Yeah.
No, well, the way we've worked it out is we've done it for well, me and Matt have been together for over 3 years, and Ted's been over 3 years, but we're doing ZSR for 2 years, and everyone's built ZSR up, everybody.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
It'd be a bit foolish for us not to. We've always said it wasn't just us three on screen; it was everyone in the chat, everyone who's helped. So we'd like everybody to come on. So I think we're expecting a big night. So I think it'll be a good one. So
Yeah. You consistently have like 60 to 70 people watching the chat. It's pretty good.
Yeah, well, you just build and you grow, don't you? And I suppose it was. We never took it seriously. We never did this big production thing and this and that. And we always said, me, Matt, and Tez at the start, we involve everybody in the chat, interact as much as we can. So like it's all of us are in the same room having a talk. So yeah, it's just built and built. So I think the average now is about 70 people watch it, at a time. So yeah, we've done really well. So yeah, so it'd be nice to share Friday with everybody,
Yeah.
Hey, Mr. B.
Mr. B.
Hey.
And do
Mr. T.
you have any special topics or anything? You're just going to chat with everybody on that one, huh?
No, basically what we're asking, what's your favourite parts of ZSR? Is there any because we've had some laughs over the years. I mean, some of it, some of the stuff we've said and some of the stuff we've done, and all the catchphrases that have come out of it. Like Mac Strawberries and.
It's too bad. You know what's too bad is you don't think about it when you're actually doing the live stream, but after each one, you got to try to remember. I need to cut those clips out.
Yeah,
and then you can save it for a clip to show them later on. But it's you don't think about it until years later. And then you're I can't go back through 500 hours of video to find those clips.
We're quite lucky because Tez is making a trailer this week. And he's going but Tez actually does do that. If something's happened in his ESR, he'll cut that clip out and he'll stick it on Twitter. Do you know?
He has done that. Okay, so maybe he's got a bunch of clips then. Yeah.
I mean, so yeah, I can't wait. It's going to be good fun.
G-Force is here. Look at that. Did he finally show up to your stream room?
Yeah, I need to have words with G-Force, to be honest. I think, loyalty. It's supposed to be a Lego stud. Now it looks like he's cartailing it off to Cat's jigsaw crew.
Oh.
Could be warfare going on. Cat's jigsaw crew versus the Lego stud.
Well, I think if you flick a Lego, it hurts more than flicking a cardboard puzzle. There's Peaky right there. Hey, y'all.
Hey.
Peace.
Eric, what do you got going on in your life?
Just got. Oh yeah, I my wife and I had a baby almost 3 weeks ago. Tomorrow, so on April 10th, we had our first child, Freya Brown.
Beautiful.
Yep.
Yeah.
So not really sleeping a lot and just doing a lot of feeding and changing, but that's it's you only get to do this once. So
left coast, you're not allowed to eat the baby. I'm sorry.
Other than that, I got the collector's edition of Jedi Survivor in the other day, so
Nice.
that's exciting. I haven't played it yet, as I was telling you guys beforehand. I'm just doing a speed run through Fallen Order as a refresher, and hoping that they get some patches out to just some quality of life issues before I jump into Survivor.
Did you get it on PC or did you get it on a
PlayStation.
PlayStation?
God, what are you doing? Stop rubbing your willy.
Because I've heard PC has had some issues.
Yeah, I saw that as well. Ron, did you get yours? Or
No, not yet. Waiting for the post. Yeah, thanks for bringing that up, Sir Eric. We know you got yours first.
well, no, you said you missed the delivery.
Yeah, we know. You got yours. And you got your lightsaber. Bob ain't got his yet. It's coming, don't worry.
Okay.
Something was on the screen, Rum. I must have squirted something on the screen, so I was wiping it off. That's what the noise is.
Yeah.
I wonder why.
Does that make it worse? Did that make it sound worse? Sorry.
Eric, that lightsaber does look awesome, dude.
Yeah.
Picture looks. It's got a bit of girth on it, hasn't it?
Yeah,
Heavy
it's basically the Disney Parks lightsaber, so they're a bit thicker than they should be, but it's still cool.
Yeah.
Bob's always squirting stuff on his screen. Okay.
It's true.
Rum, what do you got coming up soon? You just had Lego studs.
Yeah.
You got anything planned for the week?
Oh yeah.
Exciting. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Cool answer, bro.
Yeah. I was on Darth Rock stream this morning. I've been on an all-nighter, to be honest.
Yeah.
I was with those Kiwi boys this morning. I didn't want to fall asleep, so I was with them. I think I'm hanging out with Peter, the old PGM, next week. So that'll be good. I've got finally my Read 5 videos coming out because I've got to because I've waited because so many people have put so many videos out. I keep going, when am I putting mine out? Oh no, Joey's got his out, and then So, but now's a good time because there's 2 weeks left if you want to pre-order. So if you want to get the second one in, so
the second edition, right?
We'll put ours out on Monday or Tuesday, I think, and give it the last rally. So
promote the second edition, yeah.
And then I've got to put out
about the New Zealand lads, because Treasures for Trigger, Phil, I'm on his Mold Tuesdays on Tuesday, and he said, "Shabby, will you come and do it?" I said, "Yeah, of course I will," and all that. And then he said it's 6:30 in the morning, right? And I was like, "Oh, all right." No. 6. Jeepers.
Yeah. Bob was on at 8 this morning, so I had his breakfast on the stream. And the old middle-aged Kiwi and Darth and old PGM, dirty buggers, Kiwis.
Connor put his out.
Yeah, Connor put us out. Oh, I haven't finished. Bob ain't put out the Star Wars Celebration video yet. That's got to come out. That'll be good. Well,
yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing that.
Well, there weren't really much Star Wars Celebration in it, but
mine's kind of nice. It's red and black.
Yeah, you got the Sith version.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so there's these ones here. There's one of 25 of these red and black ones. So they're awesome.
It's good.
He sent you both covers though, right? Don't you have the blue cover as well? Like you got both.
I wasn't expecting this. I didn't even know they were doing this, and I opened it, and there it was, right in between the blue one and so forth. So,
Shabba, if you go right to the back, right to the back a minute. Because nice having that black version, but some of us, just have a whole page.
Yeah.
That's brilliant.
He's just sitting there on the last page. That's funny.
I've got to have the last word.
Well, it is a massive book. I mean, look at the size of it. It's huge, but well worth it.
It looks
Didn't
like
know we were
the
going
Ralph
to Bragg
McQuarrie.
Camp, Jeremy.
It looks like the size of the Ralph McQuarrie coffee table book that I've got.
Oh yeah, so roughly around that. And this is nice as well. I got the one of the proof cards that they did.
Yeah, that too.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so that's really, really nice as well. And I haven't got the glasses, but it says on it 5 designs. Mock-up of the unproduced 93 back Power of the Force card based on existing Kenner design layouts from the 93 figure shot from Kim Simmons. So that's a really nice book. Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah, they said that would have been the next set of card backs, right? Is that, if I understand it right? Yeah, that would have.
Yeah, that would have been
shown
one of them.
all the characters. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There's a nice new Motu book out today, The Art of Origins.
Yeah,
that's worth looking at.
Yeah, it comes in December. I pre-ordered that, so Masterverse and Origins. That'd be nice as well because they'll finish off. I keep all my artwork on the back and I put them in a, because we open ours, but I keep all it. So to get a book with all that artwork in, because that Snake. Did you see the Snake Mountain artwork yesterday?
Yeah.
Blew me away. That.
Yeah. You should check out. I don't know if you've ever seen Ramen Toys before, Shabby. Ramen.
Yeah.
So Ramen. They're in. I think he's in. It's Ace. I think he's in Singapore. He's got a YouTube channel. It's RAMEN Toys. He's got a YouTube
Right.
channel, and he's also got an Instagram account, and he's on Mega Retro's channel quite a lot. And
Right,
he's an independent toy maker, and he's made some interesting Motu stuff. So he's done a real lifelike Dolph Lundgren head that you can buy to put in a He-Man's figure.
Nice.
And he's also done these Motu Origins stands, and you can slot your card backs in the back of them.
I've seen
And put your figure in front of them.
I think Pink Pixel Dan did him. They were like pink and grey and all that sort of stuff, and you do the card in the back. Yeah.
Yeah, there's the Dolph Lundgren head, and if you go back to his front page, John. Oh, there's the ramen. There's the ramen racer. I've ordered the ramen racer. This is his version of the Ghost Rider car. It's incredible. But if you scroll down a little bit, we'll have a look at the Motu cards. And there's the Gullwing, by the way. There's the Gullwing, which he's doing mask stuff now. I've ordered that. That thing's amazing. But there's the Motu card. No, that's not it. Keep going down. If you keep going down. There they are.
Yeah.
There they are.
Yeah.
They're quite cool. Something different. Good way to keep your cards anyway.
And he made it big enough to put Masterverse on it as well as Motu Origins as well, so you can put them both on. Whichever one you collect. Cool. Yeah.
Something different.
Yeah, it is. I like them.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. I think they might have sold out of some of the colours, but
It's got red left. Only has red.
no.
Yeah.
So it's worth keeping an eye on. He's done these Centurions as well, John. I know you
Yeah. These are crazy.
So worth keeping an eye out. I love the car's going to be amazing.
Max Lightyear Phantom Foil.
Yeah, he's had to change the names, obviously.
Apache Commander.
What got me this week was that Judge Dredd by Higher Toys. You know, the 6
Yeah.
The Lawmaker bikes, the light.
Yeah, that looks cool.
Can't wait for that.
Silverhawks. What?
Yeah. They're good as well, apparently. Better than the Silver
Whoa.
7 attempt and
Yeah, they're not chrome, are they? Silver 7, the Super 7 ones. So. Are they
Crazy.
yeah.
Silverhawks. Huh.
I have no idea what this is.
It's worth following Ramen. He's doing quite a bit more on YouTube now. He did a stream yesterday showing off the progress of his. He's remaking the Thunderhawk, Thunderhawk from Mask, and he was showing off all the one-shot prototypes yesterday, and it's cool, man. It's cool. It's not cheap, but they've made the shark, John. They've made the shark.
Yeah.
Which was never made.
No,
before.
it was never made. Yeah.
So the shark's coming out next.
Yeah, awesome.
Are they 3.75-inch scale or are they small still?
No, they are the same scale, but there's more detail in the car.
Yeah, they're more because they're highly articulated. They're more articulation
I think
in
so.
that figure. Yeah, we never got that shark, and that's too bad because that was the girl on the good guy side that we never got. Yeah.
There's the ramen. Look at it.
Yeah.
It's so cool. It's got a USB port so you can like charge it. And it's got sound effects and.
Yeah, it's cheaper. I was gonna say, isn't it cheaper than the HasLab even?
It is. It's still not cheap. I mean, it's but
because you do 175 for the car.
it's 6 inches.
Yeah.
It's absolutely massive.
And $11 for the flame sets.
Fits your legends. It is insane.
It's 175 for the car. If you want flame sets, at 11, and if you want the extra chrome and an extra hood and rear bumper, front bumper, it's $11.
You can change the front and bumpers, and also there's a bonnet scoop. So you can either have it as the you can have it as one of 3 cars. You can have it as Blade's car, as the Ghost Rider car, or the what's the third one? the Fast and the Furious, so you can put it in 3
Yep.
configurations.
Yeah. Or you can do the Dukes of Hazzard if you buy it.
Yeah, you can buy the,
that'd be awesome.
Dukes.
Very cool. Very cool.
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean? Who are Centurions? I don't think there are any Centurion questions today. No Centurion questions.
You say that now.
Yeah, I don't think so. But yeah. What's up, cool kids? It's game time. It's game time as soon as Adventurous Joe gets here. So hopefully he'll be soon. We're just chatting until he shows up. Could you imagine Salacious rubbing elbows with the king, Sai? The king who? The king of England? Is there a king of England right now?
Yeah, of course there is. Coronations this weekend.
Charles, isn't it? Old Charles.
Yeah.
Old Charles is taking
Charles.
over, yeah.
And
Does that mean the queen is stepping like aside, or
She died.
God, she's dead.
oh,
That little
that's right. That's right. That happened. Yeah, that's right. It happened. I forgot. Yeah, that whole fuss about carrying her around for places. Yeah. All right. All right.
Dear me.
That shark's going to your head, John.
Sucks out brains, you know.
You know, it makes me laugh. You can remember a figure what accessory they had from 1972, but you can't remember what happened 6 months ago.
Yeah.
So it's all that rocking and rolling he did, all that heavy metaling.
Yeah. As a kid, it's all done. So yeah, like so I'm talking with some upcoming stuff. I'm talking with Dan Reed, who did the original like he did Wiz Comics where Shazam got his first appearance in and all that stuff. You remember the old Shazam comics from the 60s and 70s. And one of his biggest things that we're all going to be excited of is he did all of the Transformers Marvel UK comics. He was the artist on every single issue of the Marvel Transformers comics that came out in the UK. And I met him at my local comic book store. He was in there picking up some comics for himself and dropping off some of the stuff that he's recently worked on for some independent comic companies. And he actually had... So Marvel UK they returned to him all of the original artwork from the Transformers. So he was showing off like one of the issues. He has all the artwork for entire issues of every single issue of the Transformers UK. So basically they make them in these giant size, when they draw them, they're, giant size things that are, I don't know, 24 inches tall or something. And then when they scan that in, it gets shrunk down to the size of a comic book, So he was showing them off to Brian, the guy that runs the comic store, and I just happened to be there because Brian was trying to convince him to put them in auction. And he since I met him, he's been doing it. He sent some to Golden and I think Christie's and other auction houses. And they've been getting thousands of dollars because, each art page goes for a few $100s. But if you have the entire comic from page 1 to the end, every single page in that artist format, original artwork, they can go for thousands. So it's now supplementing his retirement. He was so excited that they did actually sell, and we knew they were going to sell. Both Brian and I were like, of course they're going to sell Transformers. You know what I mean? Original artwork. So it's supplementing. He's letting them go one at a time, and he's supplementing his retirement by doing that, by auctioning these things off. And it seems to be going well for him. So it's pretty cool. But I had asked him when I met him, but things were busy. But now we've actually just started talking. And we're going to pick a day sometime in the next month or so that we can come on And I think I'm going to get Tez to come on with me, and because Tez collected all those. Maybe Matt, if Matt's interested, because I know those guys collected those Transformers comics in the UK when they were kids. So
Yeah, they did.
it'd be fun to have people on who directly it impacted their life. You know, they actually were reading those. You know what I mean? It'd be fun to talk about that stuff.
Did you get any of the pieces of artwork, John?
No, because he's selling them, and I don't have that much money to buy that stuff.
Ah,
He only wants to sell them as a complete issue because you get more money that way. If he was selling one page, I'd probably buy a page off him, but
got it.
I can't afford to buy a whole book, you know. And that's smart. I mean, you don't want to break them up. You know, if you've got the whole issue from front to back, you might as well sell it that way because you can get a lot more for that. And then I'm also talking to Mark Bellamo, who does these books. He did them for Transformers, Star Wars. He's done 3 different ones for G.I. Joe. I think there's 2 for Transformers, and he's probably done 3 or 4 Star Wars ones too. And Mark grew up in Ithaca, New York, which was the next town over from where I grew up. Well, it wasn't the next town over, but the next major, I think, city-wise sort of town. You know what I mean? The college was there. There's a big college in Ithaca, and so it kind of goes like Buffalo, Rochester, Ithaca, Syracuse, Albany. You know what I mean? Like the big cities. If you were going through the what, you know, New York there. And I met Mark when I used to do a show with my friend Nofrio. We had a booth, what we always put up at this place called the Rochester Antique Toy Show. And Mark would come to that show, and he used to buy like when I ran across instruction sheets or sticker sheets, things like that. Or he used to buy the paper product stuff off me to complete his collection. So it was pretty. That's where we first met, and he was on the podcast a few times because it used to be he was only known for those books, but now he's been on like everything from the Toys That Made Us to like, you know, the Toy Store Near You, like all those shows. He's on like every toy sort of documentary and show that's on TV now. So yeah, he's pretty busy, but I'm hoping that we can fit something in to his busy schedule and make this work. And I think that'd be pretty cool. And he collects every toy line that exists. He literally will collect the entire toy line of every single toy line that's existed since like 1960. He already owns every toy from 1960 till today. But anything that comes out today, he will buy the entire line. And I'm not just saying like the popular ones. Like he'll get like all the Ben 10. He'll get all the Ladybug things, all the Monster High, all the Barbie dolls, all the those new color ones with the girls with the big heads, you know. And like he literally will buy every toy you see in the toy aisle at any store. He will buy every single one. You know, and he catalogs and logs them in. He is a true collector of all things toys. You know, it's
that's nuts.
It is. It's kind of crazy, but part of the reason is because those books. He owns every toy in those books. You know what I mean? Packaged and loose. So it's like that's how he does those books. He doesn't have to farm it out and go find someone who has the collection because he has the collection. So he just breaks out his own toys and gets a photographer to come in and take the pictures. So it's very it's very interesting when you talk to him because he knows like it's so much knowledge in a person, you know. I know all the towns. I lived PA 20 minutes from the New York border. Yeah. Is 9 Mile Point in I used to fish Lake Ontario and the tributaries. Is it called 9 Mile Point? I don't remember if it's called 9 Mile Point. I remember Sodus Point in Ontario, Lake Ontario, but I don't know if I've been to 9 Mile Point. So yeah, I hope to get some of these guys on and be able to talk to them and do something different on the channel.
That would be cool.
Fun. Yeah.
I just had to stop and the Jedi Survivor still downloaded and my internet was going dead dodgy. Everyone gets stuck in it, so I had to pause it and run off and turn everything off quick. It's amazing, isn't it? How one thing affects another one in your house, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
but it seems to be all right now.
That was happening to me yesterday when we were gaming, on Saturday when we were gaming.
Yeah. But that's the thing when you have 4 kids and they're all on the internet, they're all on the video games, you're like, hang on a minute, so.
Yeah. Well, and you got a dog, and he's on the internet all the time.
Watching cat videos.
Yeah. Come on, Joe. Where are you, Joe?
Has he got back to you, Joe?
What's that?
Has he got back to you though and said I'll be here?
No. I just see that he saw the messages like 3 hours ago, but he didn't actually respond. No. It's just usually he's on like every minute of the day on everybody's stream chatting about something. You'd think he wouldn't miss it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Unless he fell asleep,
Well then.
So I saw on Vern's channel he was posting pictures of his motorcycle adventures as a little kid, and it made me think, like, did you guys own anything like that when you were a kid? Like when we were young on the farm, we had motorbikes and like dirt bikes, and we had a 4-wheeler. And I remember I was good at riding the 4-wheeler, and my brother had his dirt bike. And one day we switched. We were like, okay, let me ride the dirt bike and see how cool that is, And I got on the dirt bike, and I'm like, all right, this is awesome. And I lift my feet up, and I just go, and I went, bam, right into the swimming pool. It crashed. I flew over the handlebars. The thing went under the pool, the deck on the pool. And my brother's like, what the hell? You ruined my bike. I broke my thumb. I snapped.
Oh, don't do that.
It was just like, and then my brother never let me ride his bikes ever again. I couldn't ride him. I was off limits, cut off, Shabby was a BMX bandit. Is that what your brother says?
I had a BMX, but no, I never went on motor. I had a friend who had a big country place, and he had mopeds. We used to go on mopeds around these things.
Oh yeah.
I've never been on a motorbike. I can imagine my big ass on a motorbike. Not a chance.
I still have my motorcycle license. I never got rid of it. I don't have a bike right now, but it's $7 to keep it. So I just kept, just in case. I just figure, if there's ever a zombie apocalypse and the only way to get away is that motorcycle, I'm all set to go. I can get out legally and take off, or if a clone of myself is chasing after me, like Will Smith, I can get on that motorcycle and take off,
Can't do 2 wheels. I can ride a bike, but there's no way anything with a motor and 2 wheels is bad news bears.
I was always a car guy too, though. I love cars, so I was always. I appreciate bikes and I like the look of them, but it was always cars for me growing up. I loved.
Yeah, me too, mostly. Yeah. Well, I had a big old 1967 Impala. Like the guys in Supernatural, they have a 67. Their Impala's a 67.
That's cool. My first car was a Daewoo Lanos.
Oh, is that? I don't even know what that is.
It's a microwave on wheels.
Chip's going, yes, because the cops will be chasing you on a run with their zombies. Does he have a license? Since I was 8, yeah. Yeah, see, we had a truck that had one of those cabs on the back, like
Yeah.
pickup truck with like that thing on the back. You know what I
Yep.
mean?
Yep.
And
I've just done what is it? A Punisher chunk. It was on my Patreon that I just done for the back of a pickup, and that turned out really cool. Yeah.
But we used it. It was a junkie truck that we used on the farm for towing a wagon. So we used to bale hay for the animals on the farm, and we had the tractor hooked up to a wagon to pick up all the hay bales, and then we had the pickup truck that we would attach to a wagon, and the other hay bales would go on that. So we could basically have 2 vehicles in each field loading all the hay on and do it twice as fast.
Yeah.
But when we weren't, and we were driving these things like G-Force is saying, when I was like 8 or 9 years old, we're driving these trucks and tractors around the farm, and when we weren't doing like hay or working with the stuff, like my brother and I and our friends would take the truck and we'd go out in the farthest field way out back where our parents could barely see, because we had 50 acres of land. So we could basically go out to the farthest field, and we used to run that thing as we'd put it to the floor and try to go as fast as we can through the field and stuff. And there was a couple of times where we rolled that truck on its side while you're trying to take a corner. It's like it goes, and we're like, oh crap. And we had to get out. We're trying to push it back onto its wheels, and we'd come back up to the house and we'd be like, get the tractor real quick. My dad would be like, what are you guys doing down there? We're like, oh, nothing. And we drive the tractor down and have to like hook ropes onto the truck and then pull it with the tractor to get it back on its wheels.
I assume it didn't have any wing mirrors.
Yeah. Well, the whole thing was dented. By the time we were done, the whole thing was dented. My dad goes, this truck didn't have any dents in it when we started. What the heck are you kids been doing? And we're like, nothing. I don't know.
Are you looking forward to Joe Fest, John? Are you looking forward to Joe Fest?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You see, G-Force knows field cars. Yeah.
I've never. Scuba went last year and he said, "Oh, it's awesome." I watched the video, so I thought, you know what? I'll talk to G-Force and said, "Do you fancy doing that this year?" Because Scuba said it's not just G.I. Joe. They do.
Oh no, I'm sure there's all stuff. Yeah.
I'm looking forward to going. Jeff Barker and Retro Blasting, yourself. Scuba.
Isn't Tony's coming over too?
Yeah.
I can't believe they're coming from Australia for that. Like that's amazing to me, But I mean, if you're that much into like Action Man and Action Force, though, that is probably the convention to go to, though.
Well,
right?
I think he stays around 3 weeks because he does work with Bobby Valor for the Valorverse. So he's here for some time. He goes spend time with them and so on. But
that's right. They actually modeled a figure after him, didn't they?
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't know if my brother will be coming now, but I definitely will still be going. I think the only thing that would stop me is if he happened to pass away that weekend. You know what I mean? Then I wouldn't be able to go. But otherwise, I'm definitely going to be there. Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna have a good day. It's gonna be a good day out.
Yeah. I can't wait. There's a couple things on my list, and actually, the other thing too is there's a friend of ours in New York who has been recently going through his parents' attic. And he's found all of his old G.I. Joes, including like Tiger Force stuff and all of it. And he claims that he's gonna get it down here somehow, and then I'm supposed to take it with me to Joe Fest. And I will purchase off him what I want to keep, but then the rest of it I'm supposed to open up to the group and be like, we'll make an offer on all this and see if anybody in our group or someone at Joe Fest wants it, because he just wants to sell it all. He doesn't need it anymore.
I'm intrigued by it because, like I've said before, I never grew up with G.I. Joe at all, and then seeing everybody's collections and seeing everybody's, I'm like, this is something I would have killed for as a kid. We had Action Force, but I have no memory at all of Action Force turning into G.I. Joe. I always remember Action Force being 5p away, the Red Shadows, and I had tons of them because we bought them to go with Star Wars.
Well, I don't think it was until like the 86, 87 and stuff like that they started mingling with the G.I. Joes over there. So you might have been out of You know what I mean?
Well, in '87, I was 12, 11. So no, I was still into toys, but I just don't. I mean, maybe I had them. I just don't not remember the articulated GI Joes as a kid. And so it was something that intrigued me, especially when every week I see something else for that line, another vehicle or another, and I'm like, this was massive. This was absolutely huge. So I can't wait to go. Yeah, it's going to be good fun.
Well, it's a strange toy line because, like, according to this book here that I got on completing and collecting your Joes, it's Chris Cardillo and James DeSimon here. They've gone through and they've got each GI Joe like in a little picture like that, and they've actually numbered them all. Like that's Joe number 699 or something like that. Right. So if you go through the book and you get to the very, very end, having them all numbered. Now, granted, a lot of them came out like in the 90s and 2000s were repaints of existing figures. So like, say, Tripwire, he was probably repainted 10 times. But so the book counts them as 10 different versions of that figure. So they all have a number. You know what I mean? But if you were a true completist and wanted to get all, like every version of every figure, it goes all the way up to, not including prototypes. So where are we? Here we go. 1,259. So the last figure that came out was number 1,259, a version of Chuckles. So, and there's a version of Shipwreck that was 1,258. So there's at least 1,250 figures to collect if you were a diehard completist and wanted every single one. But most people, I think most people, when they collect G.I. Joe, they go from 82 to 94 because those are the years where they were making individual new figures. Some of them got repaints like for Tiger Force or for Night Force and stuff like that, but they technically stopped the O-ring line in 1994, and then it didn't pick up again until 1997. But in 1997, they kind of redid them, and they came out with like buffer chests, different arms. Some of them even had no O-rings, but with like almost like a 5 POA figure, but with bendable elbows, you know. And the G.I. Joe fans just didn't like them. So after 1 year, by 1998, they went back to the O-ring version, and they've been kind of doing that off and on ever since. So, you know, you kind of, I think a lot of collectors just go to 94 and say that's it, because that's the true, like, vintage line from 82 to 94.
You know what's interesting? I was born in 87, and I like started playing with toys maybe in like 90, 91, like 5 POA kind of figures and whatnot. I don't remember, like, for people my age, I don't think like G.I. Joe was relevant at all. If you told me that G.I. Joe was still making toys in the early 90s and late 90s, I'd be like, no, I don't believe you. I didn't see him.
Yeah. So what was yours then growing up? What was yours? Turtles, that kind of thing?
Yeah, Turtles was the first one. I didn't actually, like, I got into Star Wars early, but I didn't get Star Wars toys until the stuff in the like 95, 96 with the buff figures. Yeah. So I got like, I had tons of those, but I loved Swamp Thing. The cartoon, I had a lot of that. I had X-Men animated series, Spider-Man, all that kind of stuff. And then Power Rangers came out in 92, so I had all the I really only know like the original Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. I had all those and all the Zords, and then there were like all the copycat type of shows and whatnot, like VR Troopers. There was that big bad Beetleborgs. And,
Beetleborgs.
The Street Sharks. I love those. Those were fun.
Street Sharks. Yeah.
Street Sharks. Biker Mice from Mars.
Extreme Dinosaurs.
Bucky O'Hare. Oh, and I had Transformers, but Beast Wars was my thing. Okay. I loved Beast Wars. Those were so cool. For me, at least.
Are you going to be
those
seeing the
those
new?
were more my toys.
What do you think of this new movie where they're mixing in some Beast Wars stuff?
I'll see it, but it's I'm not for Transformers movies. I don't really have like high expectations.
Yeah, me too.
Right,
Yeah.
like I'm gonna go see it, and we'll see if it's good.
See left coast there. Look, I'm only 29.
Rick's riding up in the Fisher Price car with the red and yellow car with the like kick moving like the Fred Flintstone type stuff.
You know, it's funny what Luna Girls said about that. I've got 2 girls myself, and they're exactly the same. They were never into Barbies. They were never into girls. It was always action figures.
No Gem and the Holograms. No.
I love Gem and the Holograms. And
yeah, me too. I liked the cartoon. Yeah.
Yeah, but my girls, no. That.
Although I picked up even as a kid, I remember like having this conversation with a friend of mine, being like, "So wait a minute here. You got Gem and the hologram. So Gem is dating this guy, and then when she turns into her normal self, she ends up hitting on the guy too, and they start dating. So she's cheating on herself with the guy. Like from the guy's perspective, he's cheating on them. You know what I mean? But he's got 2 girlfriends. But from her perspective, they're both her. So it's like, wouldn't you ever just be like, wait a minute, this guy's cheating on me with me? You know, like
it's the packaging for Gem and the Hologram. It just looks so cool. All those neon colors and luminous greens and pinks, and it looks great.
The Misfits, they were the bad ones. Collecting adventure. I like adventure people. I want to get more.
Uber does. Jeff does. There's a few people that collect adventure people. Fisher Price.
I was only getting ever all the space stuff, but now, Thousandth Ghost sent me a Jeep with a camper on the back, and it's. I want to get some people for it now. Especially hovercraft. Yeah, the hovercraft was cool. Yeah, that what is that called? The whale? Yeah, I don't have that. That's high on my list of something to find. That's why that's what Joe Fest is for, yeah. Well, the number one thing I'd like to find is I'd like to see if I can find a good deal on a original Roadblock on the original card back, like, because I've got all the versions of Roadblock from, like, I got one from Brazil. I've got the Action Force version. I've got his later versions, so like Roadblock 2, Roadblock 3, the ones from the 90s and stuff. And when he went to space, I've got the Roadblock in space, you know. So I've got all these carded figures of Roadblock, except I do not have the very first Roadblock, you know.
What's a fair price for that, and what's a good price? What would you be willing to pay for something like that? Because
they can be up there like $500, $600, $700, but I have seen some sell for $200 to $300, so I'm hoping to be down in that range. I really do, but it just depends. Getting to Joe Fest and just seeing what's on offer is really what. And I can make the decision then while I'm there. If everybody's got him for $500-$600, I might just say, nah, I'm not going to get him. He's going to be a figure I just don't get. I'll have everything else, but not him. But if I can get someone to make a deal, or you know what I mean, then maybe we can work something out.
Yeah.
Or even like take some of the stuff from my friend's collection that he wants and work out. I'll give you this much cash and trade these items or something like that. And then I'll pay my friend back later, however it works out. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. But hello, Joe.
Hey,
gang.
So I take it you didn't really get the message in time that we were trying to start early?
Oh, no. We had no power here.
Oh, no power.
We had no power up from 9 a.m.
Oh.
Had to wait for everything to get turned back on because the phone went out, cable went out, all the electricity was out. I woke up in a freaking hot room. Because usually I got a little fan going and stuff at night so I can stay cool upstairs and everything because it gets warm up there during the summertime.
Huh.
And everything was out. I woke up in a sweat mess. I was like, what the hell happened?
Well, let's see. Where's Remy
the power was
now?
out. And I just got the message on here. I'm trying to get everything going, and I was like, oh, crap, I'm late.
Anyone remember the Tonka vehicles that came with 6-inch figures?
It's about Steel Monsters. Is that what you... Oh, not 6-inch. Steel Monsters is 3.
Yeah. Huh. All right, Peaky. We'll see you soon over there. Okay, so we are going to play Jeopardy. Here we go. Our illustrious co-host here is going to introduce us all. I'm going to probably kick you guys off the screen while he does that, and then we will start with the first round of Jeopardy, and let's get this game going, all right? Here we go. Okay.
Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Yep, we're back playing that unfathomable American game that nobody knows the rules of, Jeopardy. Introducing first, he's bound to take you on an adventure in what could be the most adventurous adventure you have ever been on. So adventurous, in fact, that I'm obliged to mention the word adventure as many times as I can in this adventurous introduction. Please can I introduce you to somebody so adventurous that he needs to have the word adventure in his name to let you know how adventurous he really is. Welcome, the adventures of the Adventurous Joe.
What's up, all? Thanks for the intro, Salacious.
Next up, he's 1/3 of the ZSR live stream. And he's 1/2 of a pair of twins. And I think he's 3 of 4 brothers. But our next guest is truly one of a kind. Please just don't mention gravy, sausages, Matt's Growler, Everton Football Club, the country of France. Our second contestant, Mark Shabbygeek. Our third guest, Sir Eric, born 24th of May, 1966, is a French former professional footballer, current actor, director, and producer. Often regarded as one of the greatest players of his generation. So Eric is credited with having played a leading role in making Manchester United the dominant force in the English Football League in the 1990s. Has led to his status in the club. In 2004, he was named by Pele in the FIFA Top 100 list as one of the greatest living players. A large, physically strong, hard-working, and tenacious player, so Eric combined technical skill and creativity with power and goal-scoring abilities. Widely occupied a deep-lying forward position, and he was also capable as a centre forward, an out-and-out striker, or as an attacking midfielder. He has recently put his excellent ball technique to great use by impregnating his partner and becoming a father. Give it up to Eric!
Did you just read Eric Cantona's Wikipedia page or something? I don't have my Cantona shirt with me. It's up in my closet.
Right, and finally, the host of this.
That was good.
The host of this. He's a clone. We don't know which one. He's the one that's got the weird pervy eyes and the shark head. We think it's clone 13. Here he is. He buries bodies in bushes. Super John Freak.
Hey. He doesn't know which clone I am. How does that? What the heck, Mister?
All right, how was I this week?
That's okay. After Salacious' great intro for me and stuff, I'm gonna have to put that on a T-shirt.
Yeah.
Start marketing it to everybody.
I'll be honest with you, Joe. Bob came up with yours when he was having a poo.
So he was on an adventure of his own.
Yeah.
Bob was
Bob had to go and grab his phone midway through so he could write it in the notes.
Oh my God.
So we rolled
they always
some
say
die
great
before.
ideas always come to people when they're just on the can.
Right.
My brothers used to beat each other with Tonka toys.
Those are hefty toys with a lot
Wait,
of
what's
edges.
this? Jonathan's causing a ruckus in there. Does he need to be on a timeout? What do you think, Rum?
Look, I told you. There's like Dino. He ain't great with words. It's not really his bag. I mean, they're complicated for him. So
Gary.
we should stick to what he's good at. You know, like lifting things and putting them down.
Yeah,
Lifting something off the floor and putting it down on the floor. That's what he's good at.
All right, so today I got people in order. Shabby is team 1. Joe is team 2. Oh, I'm in the wrong spot. There we go. Eric is team 3. And when we do double Jeopardy, where the point values are doubled, the person who goes first will be the one with the lowest score. If you get 2 correct, we're moving on to the next person. And try to answer in the form of a question. And try to give full names, if you can, to the characters. We had a little bit of a, is R5 correct or is R5D4 correct? Well, there was a number of R5 droids, so you have to say R5D4, okay?
You're not expecting CT numbers for clone troopers, are you?
No.
Okay, good.
But, you know what I mean. Yeah. I don't know if anybody knows all the CT numbers for clones except for maybe the people writing that show. Do they even know? They have to look it up in a book, don't they?
Yeah.
95% of the time, it was always Pablo Hidalgo standing there going, "This is the one right now."
Yeah. So, Shabby, why don't you kick us off? We have categories for Jeopardy of princesses, clone troopers, robots and droids, pirates, and dragons. What's your pleasure?
Princess is 100.
For 100. Sister to Luke Skywalker, she is the Princess of Alderaan and adopted daughter of the Organa family.
Who is Princess Leia Organa?
Correct. And I would have just taken Leia on that one, but yeah, you got it. Go pick again.
Princess is 200.
200. A kind, benevolent ruler with a wisdom beyond her years and a deep love towards her people. She was saved from Ganon by Link.
Who is Zelda?
You got it. And now we move on to Joe, Adventurous Joe. You get to pick.
Princess is 300.
Oh, we're staying with the category. In Super Mario Brothers, she is the Princess Regent and ruler of the Mushroom Kingdom, where she resides in her castle along with the Toads.
Who is Princess Peach Toadstool?
You got it. Even Toadstool. Look at that.
I saw the Mario movie last night. Somebody posted that whole thing on Twitter, and I was just blown away by this movie. I was like, I'm going to own this when 4K and Blu-ray get it.
I'll have to see it. I hear it's good. Yeah. All right, next pick.
Somebody posted the whole damn movie on there, and I was just like, I was watching the whole thing on Twitter.
Wow.
Okay, Princess is 400.
Going to 400. She's the true love of Wesley, the dread pirate Roberts, and is also unhappily engaged to the villain, Prince Humperdinck.
Oh, God. What's her name again?
Jeez.
Oh, God. It's been so long since I saw that one.
You know the movie, though, right?
I know the movie. I just can't remember the name of the princess. And McFarlane even did her figure.
Yeah.
Oh, damn it.
Don't feel bad.
Engelbert Humperdinck.
Please release me.
Lunar Girl's like, I know this one. All right, you got to pass, Joe?
Yeah, I'm passing. I can't remember her name.
Sir Eric?
I have to pass. I know the movie. I can't remember the
Oh
character name.
no, Shabby.
No idea, mate. No.
Really? All right, Luna Girl, tell him who it is. Blossom.
Yes.
It's not Blossom. It's not. Luna Girl, tell us who it is, Luna Girl.
Who is it? Wesley.
waiting on
Princess
you, Luna Girl.
Buttercup.
Buttercup.
Yes.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Princess.
Wah,
That's what I said. I know the movie, but I haven't seen it in so long that I can't even remember her name now.
Is this the first time that property showed up on your Jeopardy, John?
It may have. Yeah. Eric, your pick.
That went through all of us.
All right. Let's mix it up. Yep. Let's go Clone Troopers for 300.
300. CC-5052 is an advanced recon commando in the 327th Star Corps of the Grand Army of the Republic. Try and say that a million times. You don't even need to know the rest. He enjoyed a close working relationship with Jedi General Alia Sakura, and you are correct. It is. No!
That's.
Does it go to me then?
No.
Does it go to me?
Yeah, it
He
does.
said Gree.
I said Gree. I said
Gree.
He did say Gree. I screwed it up.
You know what upsets me? Gree's the green one, the camo one, and I'm picturing Bly with the visor.
Yeah, well, you know
cabinet.
what? You know what screwed
Gree's
me
the
up
one.
is. You know what
Gree's the
screwed
one
me
that
up
served
is
under
they're both
They sound
in this.
similar.
What screwed me up is they're both in this.
Well, you can give me Gree then.
No, we're just disqualifying. We're just disqualifying that question.
No. Just pass. Yeah.
Yeah, we're just disqualifying that question.
Go back to Shabby.
Well, you get one more pick. No,
Okay.
I guess we should go on to Shabby. Yeah, we gotta.
You can go to Shabby. It's fine.
What do you think?
I botched it.
It's up to you guys. No, pick a second one. You get one more pick,
Pick a
Eric.
second one, Eric, so we can get moving here.
Yeah.
We'll be here all day.
Let's go 400.
All
Clone
right.
Troopers.
Now you can answer it. Under the command of Jedi General Luminary Unduli, he led the 41st Elite Corps in a number of battles during.
This is Clone Commander Gree.
Yes.
Yeah, this is the camo one that got.
I screwed that up myself as well. I flipped my answers on accident.
Yeah.
All right, now we're on to Shabby.
Right, robots and droids 100.
All right. Later nicknamed Gonk, this droid was made by Kenner into an action figure in 1978 and first released on a 20-back Star Wars card.
Oh no, it's right there on my shelf. Oh no!
What did Kenner name the Gonk droid? Come on, you know that. Everyone has one in their collection.
Well, I used to have one.
No, I've got it. I don't know what it is. You get a blank. Hang on. Oh no!
But I know what the answer is.
Yeah, as soon as one of you says it, I'm going to shoot myself.
I think I know the answer.
You can't shoot yourself, Shabby. We can't have suicide on here.
I don't know. Right, I don't know. Death Star droid. Who is a Death Star droid?
No. Joe, tell him what it is, Joe.
The power droid.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't believe it.
Shabby, turn in your Star Wars fan card. You're done.
Oh no! How embarrassing!
Okay, let's keep the category going for 200.
What happened to Rum? Where our co-hosts go?
I think he left. I don't think he even knows we're doing anything anymore.
He had enough of our shenanigans.
All right,
Yeah, I guess so.
Joe, you get to pick.
200 for the robots.
All right. She is the maid and housekeeper robot of the Jetsons. She's a model XB500, an older model from the U Rent-A-Maid company.
Who is Rosie the robot?
You got it, Rosie the robot. Eric, your pick.
Let's go Clone Troopers 500.
500. Formerly designated CC-3636, he was a veteran clone commander in the Grand Army of the Republic.
Commander Wolf.
Wolf it is, yeah.
Yeah, Wolf it is.
Hang on,
Everyone knows who served. Everyone knows who served under Plo Koon.
Plo Koon was
Figure.
because Dave Filoni's favorite Jedi, and Filoni loves wolves, and
Yeah,
like it was the wolf pack. Yeah.
Yeah. What were you going to say, Shabby?
I can't believe you put me on with these nerds.
I'm expecting to get smoked. This is probably the only category I might be decent at. Let's go.
LD's good in his right arm, Wolf. Oh yeah, 502. I'm like, what? How does he know?
Let's go, Clone Troopers 200.
All right. He fought alongside General Obi-Wan Kenobi, leader of the 212th Attack Battalion, commander of the 3rd Systems Army, the 7th Sky Corps, and Ghost Company.
Oh, Jesus. His name is on the tip of my tongue.
I thought this would be one of the easy ones.
No, this is what's frustrating. He is an easy one. Clone Commander Cody. Jesus
There you
Christ.
go. Yeah.
Like, I'm like, oh my God, his name is just on the tip of my tongue. That would have been proper embarrassing.
Shabby, your pick.
Right, I'll go Clone Troopers 100.
All right. It's probably the easiest clone. Can you answer without even seeing the question?
Rex.
There it is. Yes.
yeah, that's what I said.
Captain of the 501st, who
Better
served
get
the
this
Jedi
one.
Anakin Skywalker, whose bravery and unconventionality in battle came to share. Captain Rex. Yeah.
It would have been good if you did 99. That would have been a good.
Oh, yeah. Clone 99, yeah.
Yeah.
Shabby, next pick.
Princess is 500.
All right. She was introduced in the original Dragon's Lair video game in 1983 and is the beautiful daughter of King Athelred. She was held prisoner by the dragon Singe until rescued by Dirk the Daring.
I don't know. Who is Princess Aurora? I don't know.
No. Good pick. Good princess, but no. Joe, any idea?
I don't remember that game. Because they even did a small animated series about it.
And it was an animated game, remember? It had all the animation in it. Yeah. No idea. Eric, any clue?
No.
Who is Meghan Markle? I don't know.
Why did I have the feeling you were going to go there with that one?
The second most famous clone. Anyone in the chat know this one? Who was the princess in Dragon's Lair video game? We can't go to Rum to ask him. Oh, look at this. Gary collecting. Look at
Daphne.
that. They know it.
Yeah,
they
that's
know
right.
it.
She was named because Don Bluth was working on that thing at the time and shit, and he originally was an artist for the original Scooby-Doo and stuff, and they didn't like where he was going with the monsters and crap.
Wow, huh? All right, whose pick was that? Was that a Shabby pick?
Yeah, that was mine.
All right, Joe, it's your pick.
All right, let's go with Robots and Droids 300.
The animation model of this robot from Masters of the Universe was based on the action figure by Mattel and was developed by character designer Harry Sabin.
Who is Roboto?
You got it. Roboto. Go ahead, pick number 2.
400 for the Robots and Droids.
He is a B9 class M3 used for general utility, non-theorizing environmental control in the Lost in
robot?
Space TV show from 1965. He is simply called, correct, the Robot. Yes.
Oh, what? This is easy.
Eric, your pick.
Let's give Pirates for 100 a whirl.
Okay. In The Mandalorian, this pirate king led a gang of pirates, which included the Nikto Vane, from the bridge of his Cumulus-class Corsair warship.
Oh, geez. We were just talking about this guy, John.
You remember what he looked like?
Oh yeah, he's the Swamp Thing guy.
Yeah.
Pizza the Hut. Oh geez. I'm gonna be burning time. I'll pass. I know the guy. I know the name. I just
Shabby.
can't think of it.
Pass. I know the guy. I know the but no, I haven't a clue what he's called. Dave. Is it Dave?
Dave. Yes, his name is Pirate Dave.
Goran
Pirate
Star.
Dave.
What?
His name is Goran.
Oh,
Star.
I know. Yep, it just came to me.
Jeez,
Yeah.
Joe, run away with it.
I just
man.
watched season 3 of The Mandalorian over the weekend, so it's like,
So that was an Eric pick, right? It's Shabby's
Yeah,
pick.
it was.
Yeah, it's Shabby's pick.
yep.
Robots and droids for 500.
This droid worked with Nala
This one you
Se,
might get.
Jedi Master Shakti, and other medical droids to analyze Tup and his comrade ARC Trooper 5s when Tup's chip malfunctioned.
Oh man, I don't know. Pass. I have no idea.
Joe, any clue?
I want to say 21B, but no, it's not 21B.
No.
I know this. I do not know the full number, John, and there's no freaking
No,
way to
no,
that, but
just say it.
it's AZ3. Who is
Just say
AZ3?
it, Eric.
Yes, you are right. I accepted AZI-3 or AZ3, but his real number
Yes.
association is AZ345211896246478721347.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
498-721-347. I love that droid. I think
But
it's
you
great.
noticed after that episode, they got rid of that droid. That droid
Well, they
was
brought
no
it back
longer
in the
around
Bad
because they were
Batch.
trying to cover
Yeah,
up
he
what
comes
was going
back.
on.
He came back in the Bad Batch. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's
I
like
wish-
bloody
I wish they-
hell.
I wish they packaged that one with Omega figures, but no.
Bloody hell, John. So let me see. That was whose pick was that? I lost track
That was
already.
shabby.
Shabby's.
Okay, so we're on to Joe's pick then.
All right, Pirates for 200.
In Ratchet and Clank, this pirate might be a bit rusty, but as first mate of Captain Romulus Slag's pirate crew, his singing of off-key pirate melodies is priceless.
Oh, Ratchet and Clank.
Does anybody else play Ratchet and Clank, or is it just
Well,
me and my brother?
I haven't played
It's a
Ratchet
video
and
game.
Clank in a long time.
I never played it.
Pass.
Pass.
I'll have to pass.
Pass.
I don't.
No one knows
Everybody
any.
passed, even Eric.
I've never
Someone
played
in chat. Anyone in chat? They never let him finish saying his name in the cartoon. Johnny Not Depp. Seaweed the Hut. No one in chat knows this, huh? Oh, maybe I picked a thing that no one knows. Rusty Pete.
Oh. I hated that pirate guy. He was the hardest boss in one of the hardest bosses in the freaking game.
All right, that was whose pick was that?
Joe.
Joe's was Eric's pick. Yeah.
That was mine.
Well, with the way these are going, these categories, let's just try and get it laid out. Let's see if Dragon's 100.
John Blackstar's trusted green dragon friend. He often rode around on his back in his fight against Overlord.
I think you asked this question in an earlier round, but I don't know. I never watched any of this stuff, so pass.
Similar question, but yeah. Shabby, any clue?
I don't know who is Pete.
No,
Not Rusty Pete.
not Rusty Pete. Yeah. Was this a 500 pointer? It was, yeah. No, it wasn't actually. That was a cheaper one. Yeah. Any clue? No clue. So no one has a clue. All right. Someone in the chat.
Wait, did Joe get
No.
it? No.
John is 100% the only one to ever watch that cartoon.
Hey, I watched it. I was a kid when I watched it. You're talking to an adult who hasn't seen it in years.
They say the same thing to me about Thundar the Barbarian, Herculoids. They're like Centurions. They're like, John, you were the only one to watch any of these shows. The Inhumanoids. I'm like, yeah. All right, it is Warlock. So it's a shabby pick now? We're back up to the top? Yeah.
All right. Pirates for 300.
300. A McDonald's character that was in the McDonald Land commercials from 1970 to 1987. He also made a cameo appearance in the movie The Adventures of Ronald McDonald McTreasure Island.
I watched that. I don't remember it. I watched it.
Yeah. Gary got it. Yeah, Gary got it.
I don't know. I have no idea. From 70 to 87, because we had different adverts in England. So.
Oh, were you still over there? Oh my gosh, yeah.
Well, yeah, John. I was only 11. I don't know. Pirate McBurger.
McBurger, that's good. Joe.
God, Big Brother.
Also, try to answer like who is, and I think we're
Big Brother?
skipping
Excuse me.
No. Eric,
sorry.
any clue?
Who is the Hamburglar? I don't know.
No. He's like, I can picture him, but I have no idea what his name was. Anyone in the chat know this one? Did I make these too hard this time around?
Well, I want to say I want to say I remember seeing like the Hamburglar with like an eye patch, but maybe that was for like a Halloween thing.
That was a Halloween thing.
Gary's got it again. Captain Crook. Yep.
All right.
And they also called him the Captain later on when they wanted to drop the name Crook. All right, what do we have? Joe's pick?
Okay. Pirates 400.
A half-robot pirate who spread terror across the seas of Third Earth along with his berserker's crew. His powerful metal arm is almost indestructible and can break through anything.
Oh!
Who's the pirate in the Thundercats? Gary's on fire. He's like, I should be playing this week. 0 of 3 in Pirates so far. Go, Gary. No, it is not. That is not his name.
I thought that was his name. Well, it's Eric's point now.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't.
Eric, don't know Thundercat.
No dice.
I don't know.
Any clue, Shabby?
Who is Berserko?
Good guess, but no. Yeah. I'm glad I don't have to face Gary in the finals. All right, Gary, do you know this one? We must just ask Gary. Sorry, I didn't know this category would be so hard.
A half-robot pirate who spreads terror.
I know who he is. I remember having the figure. So I remember the figure, but...
Oh, sadly, I do not. Yeah, we're 0 of 4 in Pirates. I be Hammerhand, and I be smashing Lion-O.
They just announced he was going to be a Super 7 figure, too. Damn it! How did I not remember that? I said Cracker because there were 2 pirates in the freaking show. There was Captain Cracker, that robot, the robot-looking one, and then there was Hammerhand. It was right there in the stupid.
So we're at Eric's pick then, right? We're just going right through.
When he said the Berserkers, it should have dawned on me that's not Cracker. It was Shabby. It was none of us actually. I mean, Eric. It was my.
No,
pick.
but you picked the question, didn't you?
It was my pick. Eric passed on it, and went to Shabby, and Shabby didn't even know.
Yeah, so now it's Eric's.
Let's give Pirates for 500 a whirl. Why not?
Clear this one out.
My God, we're all doomed.
All right, you got to name the cartoon. In this cartoon,
I was an octopus. You're making this up, John. That's not real.
in this cartoon, Ren, son of King Primus of Octopon, sails the alien world of Mur on a ship called the Wraith, searching for the 13 treasures of rule. His loyal crew of Misfits pirates are Tula, Niddler, and Ios.
Oh God, I know this one.
Is what is the droids cartoon? Is this the Ren droid? The
No.
pirate? No.
No.
Okay. No.
I love Joe's energy. You go, Joe. All right, Shabby, any clue?
Let's have a look. Let me take a week to read this. Just hold on a sec. I don't know. Who is Prince Primus?
Nope. Naming the cartoon. Go ahead, Joe.
Who are the pirates of Darkwater?
You got it. Yep.
I said, I know this.
Wasn't there a pirate named Ren in Droids though, John?
Ren was the Imperial guy that was working for them. But yeah, he was kind of a smuggler pirate. Yeah.
Yeah.
Darkwater. He's like, what? And Captain Jack Sparrow is not an answer, you evil man. I thought droids too, Eric. All right, so let's see. That was a Eric pick. So we're back to Shabby. Shabby.
We're getting blanked here. Well, except for Joe, I guess.
These dragons for 500.
Going all the way down.
Go for the big one.
I'm not going to get it right, so it don't matter, does it? So let's have a look.
All right. Were you paying attention earlier? Working for the wizard Mordrock, he is a villainous dragon who kidnapped Princess Daphne, leaving it up to Dirk the Daring to save her.
Who is Dragon's Lair? What is Dragon's Lair?
No, you got to name the dragon in Dragon's Lair. So that's wrong. So it's on to Joe. We said the name of the dragon in the Daphne question. That's
I don't know.
Any clue, Joe?
Wizard Mordok. He is a villainous dragon who kidnapped Princess Daphne, leaving it to Dirk. Who is Mordok?
No. Mordok is this guy.
Oh, okay.
Mordok's the wizard. Eric, any clue?
I must have not paid attention, but I know Morlock was one. So who's Morlock?
No,
it's not the same question.
The
not
wizard.
The same question.
Yeah.
Not more. Yeah.
The name was in the princess question.
Yeah, I remember the question. I don't remember the. Yeah.
Now I remember the answer. God damn it.
What was it? Just say it. You won't get points, but.
Who is Singe?
Yes, yeah. Singe, yeah.
Oh, because you said with the other Dragon's Lair question about the princess.
Yes, that's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, exactly. It said
on me. It was right in the question.
Joe, it's your pick now.
Oh, dragons for 200.
Shabby, you're going to kill yourself for not picking this one.
I know.
A supremely strong and powerful 5-headed dragon goddess in Dungeons and Dragons. She is the queen mother of evil dragons and a member of the pantheon of gods.
Oh, shit. Damn it.
Joe, no, you don't know it?
Oh, I know it, but they even said the damn name of the damn... Lilith?
Nope.
No.
Eric?
Pass.
All right, Shabby. It's your go.
Shabby,
everyone wants this as a HasLab.
I know it, but I can't work out how to say it. Who is Terramac?
Yeah, you got it. You're just not saying it right, but you got it. Yeah.
As I said, everybody they just said it on Hasbro Pulse there that they're doing a poll to if people want for it to be a HasLab or just a Hasbro Pulse exclusive. And I was like, that would complete the Dungeons and Dragons cartoon series.
Look at that score. Look at that score. Eric, I like this game when Joe wasn't here. Do you know?
I think that was a Joe pick, so we're at Eric for picking.
It's Eric's turn now.
Well, let's try Dragons 300.
In Marvel Comics, he's a shape-shifting alien from the world of Kakaranthra and the Malku system of the Great Magellan Cloud. He also
Who is
resembles a
Fing
green
Fang Foom?
Chinese dragon. You're right, Fing Fang Foom.
Yay, Eric got it. And we're
And
tied.
the last question, Eric gets to answer first. Befriending a little boy named Jackie Paper, this dragon lives by the sea in the fictional land of Honolulu.
Shabby said this one earlier. We're all doomed. We're all fucking doomed.
Is the chat going crazy? You think the chat would be like, we know this one?
They are.
I don't know this. Pass.
No, Shabby?
Pete's Dragon. Who is Pete's Dragon?
No.
No.
Well, he has a name.
The other one that the song was made of. Joe, tell him what it is. You already answered. You can't answer again. Joe.
Oh, hang on. I'm trying to remember the song in my head here.
Girl, I know this one.
Elliot.
I can't remember it. God.
Shabby Elliot was the name of the dragon in Pete's Dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So no one knows it.
Elliot.
It's not Elliot either. It's
No.
not Elliot either.
No.
He's like, what? No Vermithrax question? All right, Lunar Girl. Yeah, there we go.
Puff. Yeah.
Off the dragon. God.
Joe, I said it, and then I thought, oh, he's got it because I just said it.
I know he didn't hear you. He didn't hear you. All right, let me write down the scores here. Looks like Shabby's got 600 points.
Great.
And the other two guys, Joe and Eric, have 1,900 each. But it doesn't matter because in the next round, point totals are doubled. It could still be anyone's game.
Or we all blank.
Let's move on to
Or we all blank.
round. Yep. Let's move on to round 2.
How's fatherhood treating you, Eric?
Sorry?
How's fatherhood treating you?
I've lost my grasp on the concepts of time and space.
Yeah, new babies will do that to you.
Yep. No, it's great.
So for this round, the lowest score will go first, which is Shabby. So we're basically going to stay in the same order we're in. Your categories are lizard people, cartoon bands, dinosaurs, air forces, and Star Wars creatures.
Cartoon bands for 600.
600 for cartoon bands. All right.
Yeah.
A truly, truly outrageous pop rock band created by a girl who uses a holographic computer to live a secret life as a rock star. Their rivals, the Misfits, were always trying to ruin their career.
Who is Gem and the holograms?
Yeah, Gem and the holograms. Next, Shabby.
I'm sorry. Did he get the question right? All of a sudden he started glitching there, and it sounded more like he said dim in the holograms.
He got it right. Yeah.
Star Wars creatures for 600.
Star Wars creatures for 600. A species of lizards native to the snowy plains of Hoth. They were used by members of the Rebel Alliance after they domesticated some of them when they built their new headquarters on Hoth.
What are tauntauns?
Correct. Tauntauns, yes. Joe, your pick.
Let's see.
Shabby's already catching up. Look at that. 1,200 points. He's surpassed him. Yeah.
Lizard people, 200.
200 lizard people. In Star Wars, the most famous of this species of lizard people was probably the bounty hunter known as Bosk.
Who are the Trandoshans?
You got it. Next pick.
Cartoon bands, 200.
200. Made up of brothers Alvin, Simon, and Theodore, they took the music scene by storm with their Christmas song that has gone on to be one of the best-selling singles of all time. You are correct. The Chipmunks, yes. Eric, your pick.
Let's go Star Wars creatures for 1,000.
Going for the big one. Massive whale-like creatures that live in deep space, traveling from star system to
What
star
are
system.
purgils?
Their natural ability to fly through hyperspace inspired the development of hyperdrive technology. And you are correct, Purgill. Yes.
Wow, that's awesome.
Your pick, Eric.
Star Wars creatures for 800.
All right.
Wow.
An omnivorous, immobile beast with tentacles and a beak that can be found on several planets, most notably Tatooine. The largest known member of the species resides on Felucia.
Oh, what are Sarlacc?
Yes, exactly. All right, Shabby's pick.
See, this isn't fair. He's got a new baby. All he has to do is stay in and watch TV. That's
Well, he already figured out the formula to put the daughter to sleep. Just put some Star Wars on, and the child will go to sleep.
That was the first thing we did as a family while we were in the hospital. The first night she was born, we watched A New Hope.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, I saw that picture on Instagram. It was hilarious.
I'll go cartoon bands 400.
400. An all-girl rock band that seems to have a knack for crossing paths with power-mad lunatics and assorted crazies along their concert route in this cartoon made of characters who first appeared in Archie.
We never had Archie, so I don't know. What is Sugar Sugar? Who is Sugar Sugar? I remember the song.
No. Adventurous Joe, any clue, Joe?
Or Josie and the Pussycats.
Yep.
You got it.
I knew that
Josie
one.
And the Pussycats.
Ew.
They even did a live-action version that everybody criticized the heck out of.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I forgot about that.
So, Joe, one more pick here. You got to pick
Lizard People for 400.
400 lizard people. In Star Trek, these lizard people would use humans and other beings for laying eggs in. The person inflicted provided food for the newly hatched babies. Kirk fought one in the episode Arena.
Who are Gorn?
Yep, the Gorn, yeah. Eric, your pick.
I'll stick to my lane. Star Wars creatures for 400.
There you go.
Bat-like parasitic species that thrived in asteroids and could survive in space, with some even living within exogorths. One chewed on the Falcon for energy.
What are Minox?
Minoc, yes. Eric.
Let's finish it out. Star Wars creatures 200.
Also known as garbage squids, these large, highly adaptable cephalopods are capable of growing up to 10 meters in length. One of them almost ate Luke Skywalker.
This is actually harder than 200, but what are Dianoga?
You think so?
Yeah, I thought that one was probably one of the harder ones. Yeah.
Huh. All right. Shabby's pick. Eric has put it out a big lead here with answering that 1,000-point question.
Yeah.
Right, cartoon bands 1,000.
He's going all the way down. In G.I. Joe cartoon, Cobra disguises Zartan and the Dreadnoughts.
Ah, yes!
New heavy metal band. They topped the charts with their debut song.
Do you remember before we started the show and I said I have no idea about G.I. Joe? Sort of the Dreadnoughts. I don't know. I'll call Who is Zartan and the Dreadnoughts?
No.
You ready for this?
Yeah, go ahead.
With Cold Slither, he'll be joining us soon. Who is Cold Slither?
A band of vipers
They're
playing a tune. Yeah, Cold Slither it is. Now,
Nice.
now, hold on a second.
That one,
here,
I
guys.
looked on Twitter one day because it just popped in my head when I was watching one of the older Joe cartoons.
We
And
have
I
an
said,
interlude.
I said, I gotta get that song.
We have an interlude here.
They even had a live action. They even had a live group do it. And the video posted on YouTube for a while. I don't know if it's still on there. You might have to look it up because they had everybody dressed in the like they are in the cartoon and stuff, and they were doing a live version.
With Cold Slither, you'll be joining us soon. A band of vipers playing on tune. With an iron fist and a reptile's yes, we shall rule. With tired of words, we've heard it before. We're not gonna play the game no more. Don't tell us what's right, don't tell us what's wrong. To learn to resist, cause Cobra is wrong. We're cold sliver, heavy metal machine. Through the eyes of laser, in your real dream. With the venom stings, and you order brings our control.
Cover Commander calls Bill.
We're tired of words, we've heard it before. We're not gonna play the game no more. Don't tell us what's right, don't tell us what's wrong. To learn to resist, cause Cobra is wrong.
I didn't know. I didn't know Macho Man Randy Savage played keyboards in the cartoons.
Rock on,
Yeah,
Joe.
'cause I remember that episode so good because at one point, everybody was criticizing it, saying that it was too much like mocking some kind of other band or something. And everybody was just getting into a big fit about it a couple of years ago on Twitter. And I was like, and that's how I figured out the song was still online and stuff. So I looked it up, and there was like 8 or 10 different videos, all attributed to just the song.
Some real bands have covered it and everything. Yeah.
Yep.
#1 hit song in Ireland. Yeah. All right. Was that a Joe pick? You get to pick again, right?
Yep, that was my pick. And we'll finish off the category cartoon bands for 800.
The X-Men. She has a presence all her own on stage, playing her music and singing, as well as offstage fighting with the evil Brotherhood of Mutants with her dazzling light display powers.
Who is Dazzler?
Yep.
You got it. Yep. Joe takes the lead. And is Eric's pick now, right?
Yeah. Dinosaurs 200.
This set of Transformers are based on dinosaurs and named Grimlock, Sludge, Slag, Snarl, and Swoop. They are powerful and welcome additions to the Autobots.
I vaguely remember I know I'm gonna remember the name when I hear it, but I have
so simple.
No, I know, but I didn't watch the original Transformers cartoon. Was a little past my time. I know the name though. I just can't remember it. So pass.
What?
Yeah.
You never watched the original Transformers? What?
I was born in '87.
You can almost make this up and get it right. Shabby.
Yeah.
Dinobots. Who are the Dinobots?
So you can't.
There you go.
You already passed. You can't.
Okay. Well,
now Shabby knows what it is, but you
Shabby
knew it already.
I knew it.
Yeah.
Dinobots, yeah.
I think we have to disqualify this now because he yelled.
no, you can give it to Shabby. That was
Shabby. Go ahead and pick.
Dinosaurs for 200.
Oh, sorry.
Who are the Dinobots?
Oh, there we go. All right, now we can go. There we go. What do you want?
wait. Give him the points.
You want me to? All right.
Yeah.
Give him the points.
There you go. All right. Go
Go
ahead, Shabby.
Air Force is 200.
Okay. He is the leader of a race of bird people of Avion who possess the power of flight. The bird people are close allies of He-Man, and he is one of his most trusted warriors.
Who is Stratos?
Yes. And that's 2 right then for him, so it goes on to Joe.
Which in the 2000X series he was known as King Stratos.
Oh, okay.
But in the Netflix version, he's known as Prince Stratos. So they did it 2 different ways. In the original cartoon series, he was just known as Stratos. And then the 2000X series came along, and they called him King Stratos. Because Buzz-Off was also known as King Buzz-Off.
Oh, wow.
So there were 2 different ways they did that. Let's go with
Nice.
Lizard People for 600.
600. The Silurians are a race of lizard people from this long-running British science fiction television series. They first appeared in the series in 1970.
Who is Doctor Who?
Yes. Then, yes, you get to pick again.
800 for lizard people.
In Spider-Man, this lizard person fought Spidey as the Lizard. In his human form, he was Peter's
Who is
friend
Dr.
in
Kirk
high
Connors?
school. Jeez, you knew that one. Wow.
I
wasn't
had
sure.
all the Spider-Man comics. I had all the cartoon series.
I wasn't sure. All right, Eric's pick.
Sure. Let's try lizard people for 1,000.
The Lizard Woman tried to enslave the hero of this science fiction pulp cartoon that started in 1979. Mattel made an action figure of her by the same name. What cartoon are we talking about? There's a reason he's called the hero of this science fiction cartoon, because we can't give away the hero's name is the title of the cartoon.
Pass.
Okay, any ideas, Shabby?
Let's have a look. The lizard woman who tried to enslave this pulp fiction started in 1979. Mattel made an action figure of her by the same name. Oh, I don't know. Who is Lizarro?
No. You're going to kick yourself, I think.
Probably.
Joe?
Who is He-Man?
No.
No?
No. Anyone in the chat?
The name of the character is the title of the cartoon. Come on.
Yeah, but that's not right. It's science fiction. Pulp. Science fiction pulp.
Okay, hang on.
Look, everyone in the chat got it. Flash Gordon.
Oh.
Flash Gordon. Yeah.
Lizard Woman tried to enslave the hero of this science fiction pulp. Yeah, but she wasn't actually in the movie. So
She's
if you
in
were
the
talking
cartoon. Cartoon.
the cartoon, okay, see,
Yeah.
I don't remember her in that.
I have the action figure loose and carded. Yeah.
Yeah, I had her action figure. I just don't remember her trying to seduce Flash Gordon.
Okay, I think we're on to Eric now, right?
No,
that
was
wasn't
me. It
Eric's
was Shabby.
It's Shabby's pick, yeah.
No,
Dinosaurs 400.
In a cartoon starting in 1960, this modern Stone Age family residing in Bedrock worked and played alongside dinosaurs of all kinds.
Who are the Flintstones?
You got it.
Yabba dabba doo.
Yabba dabba doo. Your turn again, Shabby.
Let's have a look. Dinosaurs 800.
Going all the way down. Jack Tenrec and his crew of ecological freedom fighters, the Mechanics, star in this cartoon. It's set in 2513, and the show takes place in a post-apocalyptic, dino-infested jungle near the ruins of New York City.
Who are Dino Riders?
No. Joe.
I'm trying to think on that one. Jack Tenrack and his crew of ecological freedom fighters, the Mechanics, star in this cartoon set in 2513. The show takes place in a post. Oh shit! Dino Riders would have been my guess too, but I don't know this one.
Dino Riders came from outer space.
Okay, see that one. That one I don't know.
Yeah, but then they moved to New York.
Eric, any clue?
Nah, pass.
No.
All right, chat.
This one's this one
someone
stumps
in
all of
chat.
us.
Because I had the action figure. She was a lizard with boobs. Yes, collecting has it.
Yeah,
Sort
I
of.
never saw that one. Dinosaurs and Cadillac. Never saw that one.
Sort of has it. It's Cadillacs and dinosaurs, but yeah, you sort of got it. All right, so now let's see.
Joe.
That was a Shabby. So Joe, your pick.
Yeah, Dinosaurs 600.
An animated series from 1988 which promoted the new toys by Tyco. It's a group of Valorians led by Questar.
Who are the
who
Dino
escaped
Riders?
The Rulon invasion, landing on Earth and befriending the dinosaurs there.
Who
You
are the
got it.
Dino Riders?
The Dino
That
Riders.
one would have been the right answer. God dang it. Okay, let's
And-
finish off the category for 1,000.
All right. In this
Brilliant.
line, a team of 4 dinosaurs made sentient by aliens must stop 3 intelligent velociraptors who want to cause a cataclysm that would speed up global warming and makes Earth's climate right for dinosaurs again.
Oh, God. Damn it. I know the cartoon. Because my kid brother had some of the action figures from it.
I think we mentioned this, Eric, earlier.
Dino Strikers? I have no idea.
Nope. Any idea, Eric?
Well, I don't think this is it, but there was an arc in Rick and Morty. So what is Rick and Morty?
No.
Where they had like dinosaurs from space try to
Yeah,
take
I
over.
saw that stupid episode.
Yeah. Captain Planetsaur. Yes. Shabby, any idea?
No idea.
No.
All right. Anyone in the chat? Someone has to have this. One of I actually think Salacious just found an action figure of one of these guys and put it up. I think he had the Stegosaurus one. I want to say someone was putting up pictures of the Stegosaurus one just very recently. That's kind of how I remembered about them and was like, oh, I should do a question on them.
Who is it?
Extreme Dinosaurs.
Oh.
All right,
Well,
so
then.
are we back up to the top then, Shabby?
No.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Eric. It's Eric.
Yeah,
Okay,
it was my
Eric.
pick, so now it goes to Eric.
Let's go. Let's shoot my shot. Let's go Air Force's 1000. Why not?
All right. Basically, a scaled-down version of the Thundercats' original spaceship that brought them to Third Earth. This plane would become one of their most essential vehicles.
Oh, I never watched Thundercats. It was past my time.
Thundercats.
I'm aware of them, but yeah.
Sometimes the names in these cartoons can be so simple that if you
No,
think
I know.
about cats, if you think about cats and you think about an airplane, you try to stick the words together, you might accidentally even guess it.
What is the cat ship?
No, but good idea, good guess, but no.
I don't know.
I don't know what.
I've never heard of extreme dinosaurs. They must be made up. Shabby, any idea?
The tank? I don't know.
No,
I have no
Joe?
idea.
No, it's a blank for me.
Oh, wow. Anyone in
It's a blank
chat?
for me.
Anyone in chat?
Because I had all the Thundercats stuff and everything, but when I grew out of it, my mom and dad took care of all that stuff, and I was just like, I can't remember any of it.
I'll give it the Feliner.
Uh,
All right, now we're at Shabby, right?
Yeah.
Airport is 800.
Going for 8. This skydiving G.I. Joe, he got a G.I. Joe question again, of course, was released carded as part of the third series in 1984. He wore a camouflage outfit with black helmet and green parachute.
So I've got to name the actual guy. The actual
Name the
Joe.
G.I. Joe guy. Yeah, name the G.I. Joe guy. Of course, right?
Who is Para Joe?
No. Good guess, but no. Any idea, Joe?
Who is Ripcord?
You got it. Oh my gosh. Joe is like crushing it today.
Yep.
I'm doing much better than I did the first time around.
And it's Joe's pick.
Air Force is 400.
This blue jet was ever present as a member of Megatron's Decepticons on Earth.
Who is Thundercracker?
He usually operated alongside his fellow jets, Starscream and Skywarp. Thundercracker is correct.
Which is the biggest debate in the Transformers movie, because everyone says he got turned into one of Scourge's minions, not Scourge. And everyone said, Hasbro says, no, he got turned into Scourge. So it's like, make up your blasted mind.
And
Air Force is 600.
but I think you got 2 in a row, right? Because you got
Yeah, that's right. So it goes to Eric now.
So Eric gets
He
first
finishes off
guess
the
on this
camera.
one. Eric gets first guess on this one. His real name is Sean Cassidy.
Oh,
He possesses
I know
the
this
mutant
one.
ability to generate sonic screams capable of
Yeah.
harming humans. He also can ride the sonic waves, allowing him to fly.
Who is Banshee?
You got it, Banshee. Yeah.
I got a non-Star Wars question.
All right. 2,000 for Shabby. 6,200 for Joe. What the heck is Joe doing here? And 3,200
I'm
for.
destroying my fools.
So Shabby, your total to bet with is 2,600 points, and then Joe has 11 and 7, 8, 8,100. If I'm doing my math right.
Let's see. Yeah, let's see.
You had 1,900 plus 6,200.
Nope.
1,900 plus 6,200. I think it's 8,100.
Yep.
And
8,100.
then Eric's got 1,900 plus 3,200, which is
5,100.
So that's how many points you have to bet with on Final Jeopardy.
All depending on the question.
Let me bring up the category for you guys.
Hang on a second. I can't do it that way.
Here we go.
The
The category today is video game consoles.
Okay.
Oh, we're doomed. We're doomed.
Great game so far. Fingers crossed John has to sing the Final Jeopardy clue.
Yeah, I want more of the cartoon theme song. Bits,
Shabby
John.
panelists chat. You want what more? What you said?
More of you singing cartoon theme songs.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, that was
Especially the
hilarious.
Disney ones. I'm like, oh man, I wish I was competing that day.
For Final Jeopardy, that's what you want? You want singing ones?
No, I know
So-
when people were sitting there going, "Oh, I don't know this one," I'm sitting there in the chat going, "Oh, give me a break already!"
Yeah, we'll be running over to Pinky very soon. He's raising money eating hot stuff. Yeah. Me
Yeah,
too,
Mr.
Eric.
Retired Dogger.
All right, if everybody wants me singing, I'll put some in Final Jeopardy. We'll do that. So you guys can bet up to the points you have to see if you how well do you think you know video game consoles. You're just looking for like the name of a video game console. So hopefully,
Right.
how many can there be? You know what I mean? You gotta.
More than you think.
So Shabby
Way
has
too many.
2,600 points to guess with. Joe has 8,100 points to bet with, and Eric has 5,100 points. If you guys bet at all, it could be between Eric and Joe as to who gets this right. Unless they both get it wrong, then
And
Shabby
Shabby.
could pull out a win out of nowhere.
Shabby just bet 0.
All right. Have you guys all written down your bets?
Yes.
Okay, here we go. Let me make sure I click this the right direction here. The question is, a home video game console released by Mattel Electronics in 1979. Development began in 1977, the same year as the launch of its main competitor, the Atari 2600. The console had richer graphics and long-lasting gameplay that distinguished itself from the Atari 2600. So, who was the Atari 2600's main competitor back in the 70s? Write it down.
Oh, I'm fucked.
I suppose if you squint really hard and had great eyesight, you could actually see it technically. It's the third. You see the image blocks there? It's right there. I didn't realize that till just now. I don't think anyone can see that, though.
I could barely even see that.
Let me know when you guys have them all, your answers written down.
Yeah, done. I don't know it, so I'll just vote anything.
Is this real? Luna Girl says, I think I know. Right in your wheelhouse. Okay, all right.
This one isn't.
Bet it all. Bet it all. All in, lads, all in. Joe just has to bet 1 point. Okay, so let's start with the lowest score, which is Shabby. What
Okay.
did you guess and what did you bet?
All in, I put the Geo.
The Neo Geo. All right. Eric, what did you pick and what did you put in?
Yeah, Master Yoda got this one wrong. Pong.
You put in Pong for 5,100. Pong was before its time. Joe, what did you put and what did you bet?
Can anybody
Sorry,
see that?
I can't see what you bet.
It says
1,000?
Neo Geo, and I put 1,000.
All right.
I've never even heard of this.
Oh,
So-
there were a lot of gaming consoles everybody never heard of, and yet they come out of the woodwork.
So nobody got it right.
No.
Oh, however, we do have some people in the chat with it correct.
Okay.
G-Force,
Yeah, see,
Jonathan,
in television.
and Lunar Girl was very close with ColecoVision.
That would have been my other guess. Yeah.
Collecting had it. In television, my first console. In television is correct. It's in television. And you guys are right in the chat. It is in television.
Yeah, see, that one I don't remember.
And it was
My
far
uncle-
superior. Its graphics were far superior to Nintendo or to Atari 2600. Yeah.
Yeah. See, my uncle used to have all these certain consoles and stuff like that. And when we were cleaning out the attic recently,
do
and stuff,
we
I
win,
came
John?
across a bunch of them.
Yeah, I think the
Down
chat
to
got more
down
points
to
than
our
we did.
shop downtown and stuff, and they said, "We'll give you 200 for everything." They didn't know how much they're worth.
Well, it looks like Joe squeaked in with that wild card into the final. So it'll be Steve O from Collecting Star Wars versus Dave from Dave's Dimension up against now Joe from Adventurous Joe. And that'll be our final. The final probably won't be till around May 21st because we have starting Monday, we've got the gang from New York. So I grew up in upstate New York, went to high school in Rochester, New York, that area. And where my brother and I grew up, around when I was like 15, 16 years old and got my job at McDonald's, I met a guy named Matt and quickly became friends with Matt and Brian that worked there. And it expanded to, there was a guy in our high school that we were really good friends with named Adrian and another guy named Nofrio. And that group became very good friends with myself and my brother, and we went everywhere together. We were going to nightclubs together, bars, parties, hanging out, just driving around the neighborhood, randomly doing weird crap. And so from high school all the way through early college and stuff, this group was together like all the time. And every single one of them, except for Brian, was able to make it down here to see my brother before his in this unfortunate situation. So for the next 3 days, starting tomorrow, we are all together again. The gang is back together, and hopefully we'll cheer my brother up a little bit and get him out of the house and do some fun stuff. And then right after that, my sister comes down with her husband and friend, and we'll be spending the whole next week out at the beaches and things like that and visiting my brother. So I've got a very busy, and then my cousin Amy comes down and some more people from the family. So there's a very busy next couple weeks. So I think we're going to have to do the finals somewhere around May 21st or the last weekend in May, one of those.
That's fine.
Gives me plenty of time to make all the singing questions, right? So, you think I should have sung Cold Slither myself? I should have changed that category to be singing the band songs. Cold Slither will be joining you soon. A band of vipers playing a tune.
As I said, you want me to sing it? I'll do it.
Yeah. Joe, we could do a duet, right?
There you go.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, how is Tunnel Rat doing?
Well, it's still difficult. He gags and dry heaves when he's trying to eat because that's putting pressure against it. It's still so bad that they're actually talking about they might put a stent in his esophagus so that they can relieve that pressure with a stent. And then you can, but it means another operation, you know what I mean? And
yeah,
it's just kind of like how can he's had so many operations for this cancer? It's ridiculous, and now he might have one more. It's just how many times can you go under the knife?
Prolonging his life.
Yeah. That's all you can do is if that gives them another couple months, then you got to do it, Yeah. But
Yeah.
Because the other choice is if you don't do it, you end up starving to death and from malnutrition. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
you might as well. You got to do it, right?
Yeah. You got to do what you got to do. It's never
So-
easy.
Send them our best.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Luna
same
girl,
here.
exactly. Yeah.
Thoughts and prayers to y'all, bud.
Let's head on over. So speaking of cancer and fighting cancer, Peaky's doing that very same thing. So let's head on over to Peaky's stream and give him some support. He'll be going on for the next 8 or 10 hours. So we got plenty of time to pop on over there throughout the day and give him some love and watch him eat really hot stuff and kill himself. There you go. Peaky stream. There it is. So,
Thanks, John. It's been fun. It was a fun afternoon, man. It was good. It was really good.
Yeah, thank you so much for coming on,
Thanks,
Shabby,
guys.
Joe, Eric.
It was awesome. Yeah, it's
And,
fun.
we will catch you guys.
Redeemed myself after getting kicked out of the first time.
Thanks, Jonathan. Thanks, Steve-O. Thank you.
Yep.
All right, guys. We'll see you on the next one. I'll be in the
See
chat
ya.
over on Peaky stream soon. We'll see you then.
It was fun.
Bye, guys.
Thanks. Yeah.
Until then, my adventurous ones, peace out. May the force be with all of you, and have a lovely week. Later. Sarcastic monkey.